Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently 12:01 a.m. on this very rainy, well, it's kind of stopped right now, but it has been pouring down rain, evening. What is tonight? I don't even know. I'm so exhausted right now, you guys. It is Tuesday evening going into Wednesday. It is currently 68 degrees outside. I'm charging my phone, which is at, I think like 29%. And we are leaving for Las Vegas, Nevada at 8 a.m. I am fully packed, okay? I just need to go home and trim my beard and shave around here and shave around here. And I need to upload my vlog. And then I need to get a couple hours of sleep. Do you see the lightning in the background? We are leaving for the airport at 5:15, so I need to be up at 4:30. What am I doing with my life? And yeah, and I have all my shows downloaded. I'm just gonna start driving. I don't know how long I'm gonna vlog tonight because I do have to get this up. And my computer has been really slow at uploading videos today. Which I was trying to like pre-film all these videos, and I finally just was like, okay, it's gonna take me 2 days just to upload these videos. I usually sometimes like upload them on my phone if it is like really slow, but like even today, like uploading videos on my phone was so slow, so I was like, that's not gonna work. So I got a video pre-filmed for my Peterisms video channel, and I got a video pre-filmed for my review channel, and I have a drama video pre-filmed for tomorrow. And we are gonna hang out by the pool and stuff tomorrow when we get there. We get in at 9 a.m. and it is Alex and myself going tomorrow. Jason and Melissa, and then our friends Aaron and Eric. And it's just like the 6 of us Wednesday and Thursday. And we're gonna do like a buffet. We're gonna go to the pool tomorrow, and then after we can check into our rooms, get relaxed and all that kind of stuff. Have, you know, some romantical time and all that kind of stuff. And I really wanted to like, Jason likes that Angry Orchard beer, and I really wanted to get like Pepsis for Melissa and like see if like the concierge could put like a little basket together of like some of their favorite like, you know, snacks and stuff to have it waiting in the room for them. And I just never got to that today. So I told Alex maybe at some point tomorrow we could walk over to CVS and get some stuff for them. And so yeah, I'm real excited about it. Alex actually arranged for a limo to get us, the 6 of us, from the airport. I know people think Alex and I are so bougie, but we don't usually do the limo. But you know what was interesting was, I mean, the ride from the airport to the hotel is like not that expensive, or it's not that far anyway, but like it's still an expensive Uber ride or a Lyft ride. And it was like almost, just for future knowledge, if you guys want to know, the limo was almost the same as what it would cost an Uber. And not to mention, and you don't have to wait because they're just there when you get there, you know, like they're waiting for you. So that's exciting. That'll be real fun. I wanted to just like have like an entire day where I could just hang out with Alex and hang out with our friends, and not like feel like I wanted to like film a video or something, unless some kind of drama comes up tomorrow, then I'll film a drama video, but the other stuff is already filmed. I really wanted to have a Peterisms video and a review video filmed for every day that I was gone, but that just did not happen. I may actually, like, depending on, I think we're gonna do, Melissa really wants to do some buffets. We love the buffets, so I think that we're gonna do a buffet actually on Wednesday and Thursday night. And so if we do, then I'll try to film it with my phone and do like either on my Peter Does Stuff channel or on my review channel. I'll do like a video of the buffet. which that would be fun, you know, because then I could ask everybody like what their favorite thing was and stuff like that. So that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, it's just the 6 of us again. I think another couple comes in like late on Thursday, like late Thursday evening. It's interesting because like a lot of friends of ours are flying in like late at night. And that's Thursday. And then Thursday is just like another like pool shopping day and stuff. We've got some other stuff. And then Friday, okay, so it's the 6 of us plus that other couple, so that's 8. And then some friends of Melissa and Jason's are driving in. And so then we're all going to do a pool day together on Friday. And then everybody else flies in like Friday afternoon between like 3 and 4. And I think there's like a couple couples that are just like staying Friday to Sunday or Friday to Saturday even. Like the dinner and everything is on Friday night that we're doing. And we're going to some like really nice restaurant that like Jason loves out there, and they've got it all planned. And we're doing that on Friday evening. And then Saturday is another pool day. And then Saturday, I think they're doing like, they're wanting to do like one of those, the lightning is crazy, isn't it? They're wanting to do like, I think like Marquee Club or something like that, and get like a section or something. And I can't remember where they want to do it, but it's but like it's not a DJ that Alex and I are really excited about, and he wants to see Maya and I want to gamble one day. So I think that's the night that we're gonna do that. I think Alex is gonna go out with Maya that night, and then I'm gonna go gamble. But we have a dinner on Saturday night too with everybody, so that'll be really fun. And then Sunday, like the majority of the people go back on Sunday. It's like half of all the people. It's like, then it's just like 6 or 8 of us. And they have another, and then it's just like a pool day that day. And then that night, it's like a dinner. So it's really just dinners together and like hanging out at the pool during the day and stuff like that. And then Monday, I don't know what the plans are on Monday at all. So, yeah. And I'm excited. It'll be fun. And I think there's like one day, like, they have like different stuff planned. They like really, like Jason and Melissa did a really nice job planning this. They like put things together for people like you could go do. Like there's one day that you can like go like, it's like four-wheeling, like off-roading, like four-wheeling. Like we live in Indiana. A lot of people love to go on four-wheelers and stuff like that. And there's like, you can go on a four-wheeler out in the desert or something. So like, I don't know if they put that together or somebody else did. And there's like one day, it's like you can do spa or you can go shopping. And we're doing the Zach Bagans Museum. And so yeah, and then like just collective dinners at night. But like they told us, they were like, really like the only night that's like all of us together is like, Friday night is like the big birthday dinner thing, and then Saturday we're all gonna be like at the pool together, and then other than that, whoever wants, like, you don't have to even do any of the group dinners. We're doing everything, because I was like, okay, we're going out there. I mean, I've never done a couples, I'm taking my hat off, I'm sorry guys, my hair looks bad, but I know you don't care. I've never done a big trip like this before, so I'm kind of, to be honest with you, I'm excited, and let me tell you why I'm excited, okay? These are the kind of things in the past that terrified me. That I'd be like, we're going to be around a lot of people, and a lot of these people have really good bodies, and, I don't want to be in a bathing suit by the pool. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy myself, number one. Number two, I was like, back in the day, I'd just be like, I have, my social anxiety is so bad. Now, I know all of these people that are going, with the exception, I've met one of the couples once. One of the other couples I don't know at all. And then there's another guy whose wife can't come, so he's bringing a friend, and I don't know either one of them. So there's like 6 people out of the, how many couples are there? Okay, so Alex and I, Wilson, Jason, Aaron and Eric. Yeah, there's only like 3 couples that I don't know, maybe 4, but I don't think so. I think it's only 3 couples that I don't know. But one of the couples I've only met one time. They're really nice though. I think they're the couple that comes in Thursday night. So it'll be fun. And I'm really trying to just do this new thing. I know this is gonna sound so strange to you guys, but like, I'm trying to do this thing where I just float, right? Like, sure, we're gonna do dinner here. Okay, we'll be there. You know, like, just show up, have fun, and enjoy it. And not be resistant to anything, and just be like, this is a new experience, this is new things. I don't need to be in control of everything. I can just show up. I can just show up and have a good time, right? And I like, one of the things I really hate is, this is why Alex and I don't travel with a lot of people, or we'll just like do one couple, because one couple is real easy. But when you start doing a lot of like people, there tends to always be like too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. And then people are like, well, do we really have to do this place for dinner? Can't we just go somewhere else? And it's just like, it's too much, and I don't really like, I don't like it, right? So I definitely don't want to be difficult. Like, that's my one thing. Like, I just want to go in and enjoy it and make Jason's birthday weekend enjoyable, and that he and Melissa don't have to stress out about anything, and that they can just have fun. And, you know, I feel like it's just such a nice thing that they invited us to come anyway, because, you know, they like invited like the 9 couples that are important to them and that mean a lot to them. And so that means something to me, you know, that they ask us to come, and I just want them to have the best weekend possible for his birthday, and I'm real excited about it, you know. I said I wasn't gonna like, I said, oh, I'm not taking a lot on this trip, and I ended up like packing what I always do. I actually have more room in my suitcase though than I usually do. And I will tell you that I brought 2 pairs of sneakers. I brought moleskin that I put in a new pair of my sandals. And I have, other than the 2 sneakers, none of my shoes have backs on them. So my dress shoes are the new dress shoes that I bought that don't have backs to them. They're like mules. And I'm like, that's what I'm wearing out there. And if I, you know, if I have to get any dressier than that, then I'm gonna wear like Birkenstock sandals, or I'm gonna wear sneakers. I'm not messing with getting real dressy on, I mean, I'll get dressy to go to the nice dinners, but I'm gonna wear those shoes that I got that have no backs in them. Happily and excitingly wearing those. Packed my fan. And I just downloaded a bunch of shows to watch on the plane, and while I'm there, but I don't need it, you know, I can download them there. I just downloaded, okay, so I have like the end of Fear Street, the first one. I have like a half an hour of that left or something. And so then I downloaded Fear Street 2. I have so many shows, you guys. You'd think we were gonna be on a plane for 15 hours. I have Fear Street 2. And you know what Alex downloaded? Gossip Girl. I'm like, you are downloading shows that you've already seen before? He's like, well, I'm gonna do a bunch of work on the plane anyway, so I can just have that on in the background. I'm like, okay. So, he's so cute. So, oh, I brought all my face masks too, because, you know, I didn't use those last time. We were just talking tonight. I said, you know, we really haven't said anything about possibly going to Florida in October. And he was like, well, do you still want to do that? And I said, kind of. I said, I think it would be kind of nice to do like an Airbnb, or, you know, just go stay on the beach for a couple days or whatever. I said, I don't want to like do some blowout trip that's going to be super expensive, but like, if we could keep it somewhat affordable. And, you know, yeah, I'd love, like, I would love to go do an Airbnb with a private pool like we did last October, and go to the grocery store and stuff, you know, and get a bunch of food. And Alex is like, well, would you rather do that, or would you rather like be on the beach and stay at a hotel? And I'm like, because he's like, you know, if we stay at a beach on a hotel, we can still go to the grocery store and get food and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen the other, like, you know, because I love staying in a hotel, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So we'll see. And I know that he would rather stay in Miami too. The thing is, we have so many friends right now that are living in Miami, so I think that he would rather be in Miami and be able to go to the beach and stuff. We might do that. And then, I mean, we can still go to the grocery store and buy stuff and not have to go out to dinner every night. But I feel like if we're in Miami, we probably will go out to dinner every night, and then it becomes a very expensive trip, you know, to go out to, because going out to dinner in Miami is expensive. It just is. Unless you're going to get a slice of pizza or going to Burger King, true story, you're looking at $100 a dinner for 2 people, if. I'm being honest. If you walk up and down Ocean Drive or Lincoln Road, it's easily go in and get a salad, pasta, and 2 drinks, even if he gets a water or I get a water or a Coke. I mean, it's going to come to, you know, 60 or 100 bucks. So, it's expensive, you know. That's why I kind of want to do the grocery store thing. Plus, I had so much fun doing that. And I just kind of want a relaxing week of just like, you know, filming videos. He can do work. He's got some stuff now that he can do satellite, so like he doesn't have to be, you know, here in Indianapolis, which is fantastic. So just like a week for us, but I really enjoyed having like a private pool. But I will say this, we didn't really use the private pool a whole lot. You know, and that was one of the things that he said to me. He was like, well, if we went, like we didn't even really use a private pool. And I'm like, I know, but it was kind of fun to have it, wasn't it? He was like, yeah, you know, but we'll see. The other thing, though, is, like, and this is where, okay, we rented a car last time, and the car expense would have paid for the dinners. So, I don't know, we're just going to need to look and see. I'll look at some things while we're gone. Maybe I'll look at some things tomorrow. But I'd still like to do that in October, and then kind of, like, hunker down for the winter. He really wants to go and visit Fufu, his brother Fufu, and Fufu's girlfriend Jessie. And I said we should probably do that. It's like a long weekend, maybe in like January or February when it's like cold out, and then we can like get away for like a weekend. You know, we could go on like leave on a Friday morning and come back on like a Sunday night or something. You know, be out there Friday, Saturday, and come back on Sunday. I think that would be a fun trip. Maybe even Thursday, like Thursday through Sunday or something. You know. Because I do want to get back to San Diego. I have to meet Joelle Tail so she can take me to all the vegan restaurants. What was I gonna say? Oh, my other shows I downloaded. So I downloaded Fear Street 2, and then I also downloaded 2 episodes of, what's that show I started in Florida forever ago and I didn't finish? Manifest. I'm gonna start watching that again. And then I should have downloaded Grace and Frankie because I'm trying to get through that season. You know what really like irks me is you can't download Hulu. Or do we? This is the thing. Okay, let me tell you what we did. So I was so excited, right, that like there was this package deal and you could get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN, which we would never watch, right? Like I've never watched it once. And it was like $12.99 a month. So I got it, right? Okay, but I didn't realize with that you don't get Hulu commercial free, which I don't really mind, but Hulu's commercials are long. They're like 2 minutes. Have you guys noticed this? I mean, I know it's silly to say that, but you're paying for the service. It should be free, right? So I know there's a way that you can go into Hulu and you can like change your service and get it like ad free, which I'll pay $2 or $3 extra to have like the ads off of it. But can you also download stuff, or is Hulu still you can't download stuff? Why do they make it so you can't download stuff to watch on a plane? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm on a plane that much, but like all the shows I want to watch are on Hulu. You guys, there is this new documentary that came out, and I think it came out like in March maybe, but it's on Hulu, and it's called Kids or something, Kids 69 or Kids 97 or something like that. I don't know, but it was filmed by Soleil Moon Frye, who was Punky Brewster. And whenever I'm talking about TV shows, I always forget about that. But I did watch Punky Brewster quite a bit. And for some reason, she always reminds me of Jaclyn Hill. I think that Jaclyn Hill was really Punky Brewster when she was younger. But anyway, so Soleil Moon Frye, when she was growing up as a child television star, she carried with her this video recorder, and it was like her and like James Vanderbeek, I think is one of the people that was in it. It was like all of these like teenagers, and like, you know, when they were like 13 and up, that like all grew up together and they were all friends together, because there was only like, they show a clip and this guy's like, well, there was only like 12 child stars at the time, and then we all hung out together. And she says it was like Woodstock for full like child stars. And it looks really, really good. I might watch it on this trip. And so she's got like all this footage from when they were kids, like growing up. And it looks really, really interesting. But there's like all these shows on Hulu that I want to watch. Oh, I also want to watch that movie. Oh my God, about Shirley. Is it Shirley Jackson? Is that her name? The author? Why can't I think of her name, you guys? The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, yes. And it's by the girl that is in The Handmaid's Tale. I can't think of her name. Emily? Is that her name? It's not Emily. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one that plays the lead part in The Handmaid's Tale. She plays Shirley Jackson in this movie. And it looks really, really good, and it's called Shirley. So I want to watch that. There's something else I want to watch. I want to finish Only Murders in the Building. I'm like on the 5th episode right now. I just started it. So I really want to finish that because then I'll be caught up on that. And I also want to start watching that new show about how like all mammals with like Y chromosome or whatever, like they're gone from the earth and there's like only one man left or whatever. Did you guys see this? It's like a new show. There's like 3 episodes out and it's on Hulu, and that looks really, Last Man on Earth I think it's called. That looks really, really good too. I used to love that show back in the day. It's like one of the only sitcoms that I've really, I mean, I love like sitcoms back in the day like Roseanne and stuff, but this was one of the only recent sitcoms I've watched, and it's that one called, I think it was called like The Last Man on Earth or whatever. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? About the guy, and he thinks he's the only one, and then there's like other people, and then he also has a brother that's like in outer space. Did you guys ever watch that show? It was really good. I watched it for a long time. And they ended up living in California in a house all together and stuff. I loved that show. What happened to that? The girl that played his wife was so funny. Is that show like over to, I'm sure it got canceled. Everything I watch gets canceled. So I downloaded that, and then I also downloaded, I have this show called Resurrection or something, I don't know, it's on HBO Max. It was a movie that came out like on the same day that it like was released in movie theaters. And Recurrence or something like that, I don't know. I can't remember the actor that's in it, but he's real good looking. And it's about like being put in these water tanks, and then you like can interact with people that have passed based on memories or something. It's supposed to be some good action movie. Oh, I forgot, I also bought the movie because Alex loved it and so many people have told me about it. I bought the movie Atomic Blonde. It was $3.99 to rent on iTunes, and it was $4.99 to buy, so I just bought it. Atomic Blonde, and I think it's with Charlize Theron. I've never seen it, so I was like, okay, well this is kind of a fun Vegas movie. So I think I'm actually going to start a different book while I'm out there to listen to, because I just like this cozy mystery. I just don't think that I can listen to it while I'm in Vegas. It's just kind of like, not like, you know, where I'm at as far as like cozy mystery, kind of like in my head kind of deal. But I don't know what I'm going to listen to otherwise. I also need to download some podcasts because I have a couple episodes. Well, I want to download a couple episodes. I need to do that when I get home, all before 4:30, and take a shower, and get dressed, and load the suitcases into the car. It's a lot. It's a lot, people. I tell you. And then I also downloaded Malignant, which is the new horror movie that just came out on HBO Max. And then there was, I think I had some shows, I had some show already downloaded on HBO Max that I went and looked, and I was like, oh, I already have these downloaded. And then I think Alex and I, while we're on vacation, we're going to start watching American Horror Story, the new season. So, excited about that. Yeah, I'm really excited about this trip. I've said excited about it 9 million times. I am. But you know, I always do this. I was talking to Tanya right before I started vlogging, and it's like, I didn't go to the meeting tonight because I was like trying to get all this stuff done, and I told her I was going to go to bed really early, and I said, Tanya, I do this to myself every single time. And she was like, well, have you been going? I said, I literally have been going since I dropped the dogs. I woke up today and I took the dogs to the kennel, and I mean, I have been nonstop going the whole trip. I ran to Macy's, I ran to Saks, I ran to all kinds of places, you know, had to get money from the bank, and then I was like pre-filming all these videos and packing and doing laundry and folding stuff and being like, well, how many black t-shirts does somebody need? Probably 15. Basically, let me just tell you what I pack, okay? I mean, I think people don't really, like, this is one of those Goodfellow t-shirts with like a pocket on it, but it's like blue, and so I don't, you know. I literally, every day of my life, well, I have all of that new Frenemies clothes, and I was putting it on tonight to wear, and it's like, it fits, but it's just a little snug, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know after a buffet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about this after a buffet. So we'll just save this cute clothes for when I get back, and then I'll lose 10 or 20 pounds. It's gonna happen, and then I can fit comfortably into I called it Frenemies clothes, the Teddy Fresh clothes. Anyway, so, yeah, so I couldn't fit into that stuff. And then there was like 2 bathing suits, 2 swimsuits I bought. I didn't fit into those. And then I also had bought this like Ralph Lauren white, like button down. It's really nice. But it doesn't really fit either. I mean, it fits, like, it fits good on the arms and everywhere else, but it's just kind of a little tight on the gut. I hate my gut. But I love to eat. And that's the other thing. I'm like, okay, what can I wear that I can be comfortable? And like, I mean, the jeans that I have for this trip are like nice jeans. And I'm like, if I wear these jeans, I can wear these jeans with a black t-shirt and those new shoes of mine, and they'll still look dressy. Don't think it won't. But I did bring, I think we have to do like 3 dressy dinners, and I brought like 7 dressy shirts, like button downs. Well, 2 that I bought at, am I bringing both of them that I bought today, or just one? I bought 2 shirts at Macy's today, and I bought 3 shirts at Macy's. The white shirt was one of them. I'm not taking that, and the other 2 I'm taking. One's like a blue and yellow plaid. It's that brand Club Room, which I like their stuff. I think it's cute, and it fits me real well, and like, you know, in my stomach and stuff. It's real comfortable, and it's kind of a stretchy material. So I brought that one. Oh, and then I have a shirt that I bought at Target, too. It's like kind of a blue chambray shirt. And I put it on. I said, just tell me like right away, Alex, yes or no. And he goes, yeah, I think it's a really cute shirt for dinner. So I'm going to take that. And I'm really excited. I think it'll be fun. You know, it's interesting. It kind of like reminds me of like back in the day going on a spring break. Like I did like one spring break. Like I did spring breaks where I would go on trips with my dad and my stepmom and whoever I was dating at the time. Because you have to remember I was always like older, right? Because like I got sober and whatever. But like before that, like I did one spring break trip where I went to South Padre Island, and my friends drove, and I decided at the last minute I wanted to go, and there wasn't enough room for me in like the van or whatever they took out there, so I flew out there, and they picked me up at some airport in Texas, and then maybe, I don't know, I just literally just said the city that we went to, and now I can't think about it. It's the spring break city though in Texas, right? What is the city? I literally just said it, and now I'm like, I can't think of it. Anyway, that trip was such a mess. It was such a mess. There were there were 6 of us in a hotel room, okay? In a two queen bed hotel room. There were 6 of us in there, maybe 7, I can't remember. But I do remember that whoever got back to the, South Padre Island, okay. Whoever got back to the hotel room first got a bed. I do remember that because one of my goals was always to get back to the hotel room first so that I got a bed. We drank and consumed so much alcohol on that trip, it was unreal. I mean, it was unreal. And I do remember that at the time, oh, it doesn't matter, but anyway, it just was bad. It was really bad. And we went down there because I went, oh, I thought it stopped. I thought I looked over, it had stopped. I was like, okay. We had gone down there, or I had gone down there because my friend this guy that she was dating asked her to go. Well, he also asked this other girl that he was friends with to go too, not knowing, my friend didn't know that she was dating, or he was dating both girls. And we're all in the same room. You guys, it was, I knew it was almost at the end. That time it did stop. Anyway, it was such a mess. And then he ended up, somehow, it got like real ugly. Like, if you guys ever went to like those spring break things, you'd go, and then what they do is, do you remember you go to those bars that were like outside, and it was like huge, these like huge areas outside by the beach? And I do remember, I think like MTV was there that year or something. Anyway, it was like these bars outside, and people would buy these huge drinks that were in these plastic cups, and they were like $20 drinks or whatever, and you just get completely blitzed on these drinks, right? And people drink in their room all day long. South Padre Island, what I remember of it, is one of the ugliest beaches I've ever been to in my entire life. It's just ugly, and it's 9 million people on this like dirty beach is what I remember. So anyway, my friends, we would go in, and then if you were under 21, they would put a big X on your hand, and I was under 21. This was right after I had gotten arrested, and so I didn't have a fake anymore or anything like that. And so anyway, so they would like put a big X on my hand with like, you know, whatever. And my other friends, everybody else that I was with was over 21. So, and I was like gonna turn 21, I think, that summer. I think this was the spring break before I was gonna turn 21. So anyway, I don't know why, but I keep on like thinking to myself the smell of butterscotch liquor. Like, I feel like we drank like butterscotch liquor on that trip or something. But anyway, I remember my friend, who I'm still friends with today, and she was my friend in high school and stuff like that. She ended up like going off with this guy. Like, they were gonna try to get another hotel room and stuff. It was just such a mess. And because like of this whole thing of this guy, like I don't even know why he thought that that was okay at the time, or like how he was gonna get away with it. But anyway, he ended up picking my friend, basically, is what happened. And then his friend was on the trip, and he had this girl that he was like, he would go out and flirt with all these girls, and then he'd come home and he would like sleep with this other girl. It was just such a mess. And of course, I'm not like any of that, right? Like, I'm just like the ninth wheel or whatever. So then there's the girl, right, that's left, and now she's in this situation, and his friend's not talking to her, and the other girl could care less, and my friend and this guy have like, they're going off and doing their own thing like every single day. So who do I get stuck with? The girl. Well, we became real close on the trip, needless to say. I wore her New York Yankees hat the whole trip, which looked real cute on me. But we ended up getting really, really close. And so what would happen is we just went out, the two of us together. South Padre Island at the time, I don't know if they still do this, but on spring break, they would have literally like this shuttle system that ran, and it was these buses. And you could just get on anywhere that you wanted to. It was like so that people were safe coming back to their hotels and stuff. So we would go out drinking at these places, but we would always be the first two back so that we could like, we would get a bed and share it together. And the other guy, the friend, was real mean. I remember he would always make that girl sleep on the third girl. He would always make her sleep on the floor in between the beds, and she just would do it. And I just would be like, girl, why are you sleeping on the floor? Like, you don't have to sleep on the end of the bed. She's like, no, he told me he wants me on the floor. And I'm like, okay. Like, it never even made any sense to me. But anyway. But then we would get up the next day, and I remember we would go eat. Like, every day we would eat brunch. I don't know why I remember this so vividly, you guys. But I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think that I ate ketchup on like my eggs or omelets and stuff until that trip. That's a real Indiana thing. Like, people in Indiana eat ketchup on their breakfast food constantly. But I don't think that I did until that trip. And I remember we would eat breakfast every morning, like at some big place. Like, they had like a buffet, or I don't know, it was real cheap or something. We'd go there, and I can just remember like, I could not wait to get to breakfast. I was so hungry, right? And I would eat a big omelet and just put ketchup all over it, and hash browns and toast and orange juice and coffee. And Oh my God. And I fell in love with eating omelets and hash browns and ketchup on that trip, and lots of salt. I don't know why I remember that. That trip was so weird, and I don't really even like, so many things happened. I don't remember like flying. I mean, this was like literally like in the middle of like my worst drinking ever. And I don't remember flying out there, and I don't remember flying back. And I don't honestly remember how I convinced my dad to let me go. I really don't. Because I know that he would have had to have paid for me to go, because I didn't have any of my own money. I think I was like, even to this day, my dad and my stepmom ask me about that friend. They're always like, how's she doing? They love her. They loved her. They loved her then. They love her now. And she is really a great person. And of course, we got back, and, you know, I stopped talking to that girl, and we would talk on the phone for a little bit. You know how that happens. You know, like when you go on a spring break, you're like really thick as thieves with somebody, and then like your best friends, and you come back and you talk a little bit, and then it's over. That's how it was like but anyway, I think my dad like just wanted me to have like that spring break experience one year, and I don't know how he convinced himself that maybe the drinking wouldn't be a problem, but then my friend and she and I got real close again. But when I was in high school too, our senior year, we went, because I was in orchestra, and we did, they would do it like every 3 years. So you either went as like a sophomore, junior, or senior, right? And then they would like do it 3 years later when all those people had cycled through. They would take the orchestra to Florida to play at Walt Disney World and go to all the places. And you'd play in a couple different places in Florida and stuff. It was, the whole idea was we're going to play, but it really wasn't for that. It was just to have the spring break trip, right? And I wasn't gonna go. I had two really, really good friends that, like, diehard friends. One of them was, like, my friend I still talk to her every once in a while. She and I were, like, diehard friends. She and I have the same birthday. She's a year behind me. And she played clarinet in the orchestra. My other friend was a percussionist. We were, like, we hung out every weekend. So we were, like, my one friend I picked up for school most days. And we were just, like, and took home from school. We were, like, diehard best friends. And so I think we weren't gonna go on the trip. And then, like, I feel like it was one of my friends, my girlfriends, like, if they didn't go, like, the orchestra wasn't going to be able to play certain things because they wouldn't have had a percussionist or a clarinet person or whatever. So, like, they were really convinced to go. And so they went. And so then I agreed to go because they were going to go. And, of course, I had to be, like, in a room with these guys that were just, like, cruel to me, and, like, were like, you could sleep on the floor, I'm not going to share a bed with you. It's just BS like that, you know? And, but anyway, I remember my one friend was, like, some hotel that we stayed at had, like, this, like swing set or something, like, little park area, and we were out there smoking clove cigarettes, and, like, one of the chaperone mothers came out and was like, better get in now, or something like that, or somebody was going to tell on us or something like that. And my friend was like, go tell on us, I don't care, this is boring. We were so over it. But then what happened was, and it kind of happened at the tail end of the trip, because I feel like we were gone for like 8 or 9 days. It kind of happened at the tail end of the trip. There was like 5 or 6 of us that got super, super close. And there was like this girl that was in my grade, and she started dating this guy that was a sophomore. And then there was 2 other people, and so that would have been 4, and then 3 of us, so it would have been 7. And we, like, went everywhere together. We ate together, we hung out together, we had so much fun. Like, on the buses, we sat together and stuff like that. It was so much fun. And it was very much like, kind of like that Breakfast Club thing, you know, that when it was probably one of the best times I've ever had in my life, you know? I've always wanted to feel included in those moments when I really did. Like, you know, when I did the judging thing, like, that was just, like, such a great moment. I mean, that was one of the best weeks of my life ever, you know? And I wouldn't say South Padre Island was one of the best weeks of my life ever. But as far as bonding with that girl, like, we did, I can just see us in the head, like, sitting in, like, little lobby. I mean, the hotel was 24 hours a day, manic, crazy, right? But I can see us like in just like little areas of the hotel, just sitting there talking and being like, yeah, like, where do you think they are? I don't know, I don't care. You know, like we were just like, we like connected, you know, and you have those kind of like connections when you're on trips and stuff. So I'm kind of like, I'm wondering what couple Alex and I are gonna like connect with on this trip. You know what I mean? Like, who we're gonna like hang out with in the most. Because I mean, I know Jason and Melissa, I almost said Jalissa. I know Jason and Melissa are going to be like, you know, twisted and pulled 50 different ways, so it won't be them. And I don't expect that. I kind of think it'll be Aaron and Eric, actually, because Aaron and Eric are really close friends of ours anyway, and we're just very similar, the four of us. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be cool because we're like all staying in the same hotel. We're all going to the same dinners and all that kind of stuff, you know. The three couples are flying out together on the same plane. I'm really excited about that. So, it'll be really fun. I do have to stop, though, at the gas station because I have to get treats because I'm not paying. I do this every time. I've got cheese and wheat crackers at home already, but I always go to the airport and then I pay some ridiculous amount of money for M&Ms and whatever. So I ask Alex what he wants. He wants peanut, lightly salted peanuts, and I was like, that's it? He was like, that's it. I said, okay. So I'm gonna get some M&Ms and lightly salted peanuts so that we have that tomorrow for the plane. And then I've got some crackers tomorrow for on the plane too in case I get hungry. And that's all I'm gonna take out there. It's on the way. So I've got to stop and get that, and then I've got to also put some gas in the tank. So I'm gonna go up here and do that in just a second. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm real excited. It'll be a different experience, you know. Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. And, you know, we're staying at a different hotel. We're not staying at the Cosmopolitan. And I have only ever stayed... Oh, no, that's not true. I was going to say Mandalay Bay or Cosmopolitan, but I've stayed at Caesars one time, too. I've stayed at Caesars. I've stayed at Mandalay Bay, and the hotel at Mandalay Bay. And I've stayed at the Cosmopolitan. So it'll be fun. It'll be a different experience, you know. And going to all restaurants I've never been to before. I think... Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on where we end up going to a buffet, but... I don't know. Trust me, I will greatly miss the Cosmopolitan, but... I love that hotel so much. But I think we can handle it for 1 week. You know, it's sad when you end one trip and you're like, I wonder if I'll ever be back at this hotel again, or if I'll ever, you know. It's like when I was a kid, my dad would always teach me to say goodbye to hotel rooms, or, you know, we'd say goodbye to the boat for the summer. Bye, boat. You've been good to us this summer. We love you. I think that was my dad's way of kind of like blessing a place, you know. We'd say goodbye, hotel room. You've been a good hotel room to us. No, I'm not crying, I'm sniffling. Allergies are back in Indiana and I don't love it. And so this will be a new place that we'll discover, you know, and I'm excited about that. I remember when we used to stay at the Victor Hotel in Miami, when Alex and I decided to try somewhere new, and I was so devastated. I was like, seriously, like, we're not going to ever go back to the Victor Hotel, and I loved it there, you know. And then we found somewhere new, and then we found somewhere new, and I've kind of like enjoyed finding new places, you know. It's been fun, but I always have my favorites, you know, of places that I go. I love to stay in hotels. Alex looked at me tonight and he goes, why do you have a lisp? And I said, what? And he goes, you're lisping really bad tonight. I said, babe, I told you this like 3 days ago. I bit my side of my mouth again. And I said, the doctor or the dentist doesn't seem to be too concerned about it. And he goes, oh. He goes, I wondered why you were lisping like that. Anyway, I like almost kind of bite on it like every single like time that I bite down. It's kind of. All right, so I'm gonna pull in here and I'm gonna get gas, and then I'm gonna get treats. I had such a hard time saying goodbye to Boo and Tucker today. I love those little guys so much. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna go upload this so I have this ready to post tomorrow. And don't forget to check out my other channels. And secret, the drama channel video is a Q&A, so you might like it. If you don't typically like my drama channel, you might like it. Anyway, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Who loves you? I love you. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. I love you. And I love you. And I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. Next time I see you, I will be in Las Vegas. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!